welcome internet people back to Tales of Arise. How's it going, guys? What's up? So yeah, last time we left off, we literally had 2 hours of cutscenes. I literally had no gameplay. There was not one fight in that last part. Granted, it was very emotional cutscenes. I like it, but like, would have like a little spaced out in between? Maybe a little. Because like I said, it was literally 2 hours of cutscenes. What's up, Sage? Yeah. So yeah, we're starting a little late today because I did just get back home from work. And I won't be able to stream tomorrow, so I'm just trying to get it today as well. Because I don't want to wait too long in between parts for you guys. Because I know you guys are excited to see where this story is going to take me. But yeah, now we're on Lenegis, the Renan homeworld, and some shady stuff has been happening that no one ever thought to question before. Like, has anyone seen the actual lord that presides over us? No. Has anyone ever heard of anyone going to the motherland? No. And it's just like, huh, that's sus. Wonder why we didn't think that's sus till now. Because they were literally bred, lived up, and everything to be exactly like that. But yeah, Dohalim met his friends again. One of them is not really friendly, wants to like kill him and all that, but like, sure, whatever. And Dohalim is like, go ahead, yeah, I'm fine with that. Kisara's not fine with that though. But yeah, without wasting too much time, let's go ahead and jump back into the game. Oh yeah, I can quick travel now, which breaks my immersion a little. It's like we're literally in space, but we can trick travel. The place I want to go is that Calaglia place. The door that was locked, because we couldn't go there before, but I think we can go there now, right? Trenches of Pain, there it is. Yeah, it's near the east side, I think, yeah. So I want to get that real quick. And like all the excitement last time, I literally
like we
forgot
made it here
about
in one piece.
Yeah,
What's
this
on the other
door.
side of this door, anyway?
There it
Why
is.
ask me when you can just open it and find out?
Into the grotto. I thought it was just more items or something.
This is...
What is this? Some kind of... Oh no! Oh no! Tails! Some kind of bath? A treasury? Looks like something Balsip had built.
But this is...
What are these?
Right.
I think they're sausages. Actually, they're wieners.
Kisara.
Isara, can you make something with these things? Sure, I could do that late. Now! Alright.
Oh.
Well, someone was living well. Can't believe Balsep was hoarding something so delicious. How despicable. Another reason these have got to change. Anyway, we should open this place up to everyone.
Wow!
I don't know that I've ever seen her so fired up. It's not a bad thing, is it? Even if it's only because of food. Wiener recipe! Wieners!
Nice one, Alphin.
Thanks. Gotta keep up with the competition.
Personally, I prefer bologna.
Sheep meat. Pork. Okay.
Thus our strength yet grows.
Dress?
This looks nice and tough.
What's up, Gregory? Omega Elixir, nice. Okay. But yeah, they said bath, and I'm like, are we gonna have another like bath scene like all the animes? Are we gonna have a bath scene? Because oh my god. Tails, why? But yeah, my immersion's broken. We were able to go to space all the way here super easily. But yeah, that's it. Let's go back here. Obviously, don't tell me, right? Don't tell me, but like, that's what I'm imagining when Alpin's like, is this a bath?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Do my eyes deceive me, or has my shop been blessed by Lord Dohalim and his servants? Is there anything I can help you with, my lord? Let's sell. No, there's nothing to sell. Buy. No, that's right. I was still good from last time. Maybe buy 2 more Panacea bottles. Oh, there's new weapons again. Oh my god, that's a big gun! Ready for some battles? Not like last time, right? Oh my god, ha ha ha. Historia Rene, an historical book published in Lenegis that deeply explores the crown contents and many lords. I have water on right now. But this one gives 111! Ooh, I need to get these dark mains. Radiant Light, Part 3. But yeah, I'm gonna get this, definitely. I can make this. This seems pretty doable and simple. Ink corrector. Ooh, those look cool. He's got. Man, the problem isn't that I have like the materials. The problem is like the money. It's actually the money right now. Yeah, Supreme Flare Claw is just better in general. So it's these 3. Let's go this for Kisara. Craft and equip this. I think I can hold off with Dohalim. Kisara is more important for the survivability.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I don't really need a weapon skin for Rinwell. Ottoman Staff? Yeah, that looks cool. Radiant Shield? Yeah, that looks cool. Iron Fist fits with that too. Okay. We're all good. Let's take a nap, guys. Wieners. Ooh, attack up is large though. Ooh. Flavored grounded meat inside an animal. Intestine, biting it gives a satisfying sound and unleashes savory flavors within. Only for 5 minutes though. No, it's not too great, I would say, for time-wise. I think that's something I'll do like right before a fight or something. Nancy Parfaits! Elemental attack up. I want to do this. I need to buy eggs though. Do you have eggs? Tell me you have eggs. telling me I have to go all the way back to... You guys don't have eggs up in Lenegis? I have to go all the way back to Dana to get eggs? Not cool. Money is an issue everywhere, Sage.
We've reached our
It's
destination.
always an issue, right? Out of reach?
Ah, Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me.
Eggs!
Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
Oh, that was nice. Where are all these skits coming from all of a sudden?
I never thought about this until now, Alphen. But doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Her armor's half in armor, though.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
But you're wearing half in
Spoken
armor.
like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man.
It is a
Wouldn't
pain.
it be easier
I
if
can
you
feel
just
that
walked
like when I
around
wear
outside
a,
of your
when I have to
armor
wear a
most of the
suit or
time
something.
instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Oh no! She's so
Are
angry.
you doing this on purpose?
She's so red. So we'll get more skits that revisit places. That's cool. Give me eggs. Give me your finest eggs. I'll buy 32 of them.
That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
I eagerly await the final result.
Fancy parfait. Yes. Rinwell makes it.
This came out so good, I almost hate having to eat it. Hoodle, no, that's mine.
Never thought I'd see you fighting Hoodle over food of all things. Normally, you share everything you have with him.
Yeah, but this is a fancy parfait. Every girl dreams of having one of these.
I would like
Is it
one
really
too.
that big of a deal?
Please don't bring me into this.
It's always nice to eat something that fulfilling.
I can't believe I actually get to have it all for myself. Every little bite makes me so happy.
Aww.
But isn't that parfait gonna cost you quite a lot more than your regular ice cream choice?
That's all the more reason for me to enjoy it. Everyone knows it takes lots and lots of sweets to stay full of energy.
Elle from Death
Everybody,
Note knows.
a cream monster has devoured Rinwell.
At times such as these, it would be best to just let her do as she wishes.
Yeah, definitely.
Dohalim's right. If someone's trying to enjoy their favorite food, just leave them to it and don't bother them.
Yep, can't argue with that.
I don't get women.
So
That's
good.
just your whole character arc, Law. You don't get women. Literally Law this entire game. Alright, time to go to plot. Or fighting, I don't know. I don't know what's up ahead. Oh, we're fighting! And they got gold armor. Let's save real quick.
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
No, you can't avoid them.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight. Oh,
I am Lord Dohalim of Elda Menethia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or if they want to fight, they got one. Oh, it's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Freeze laser! Nail strike! Now for something special! Annihilate! All disasters made one! Come forth!
Their arts were interrupted.
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
All disasters made one! Come forth!
can't get out of this.
Here, let me help! In here!
Get out! Your art! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolition!
All disasters made one! Come forth! I can use the help! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Radiant pierce! Take their back into the fray! Annihilation!
No dawn shall
Here
break this
goes!
night.
Flame! Reload!
I can carve
They
through
must-
already.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Nice.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zoogles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Interesting. Empty rooms mean there's... What is that? It's another Mantis thing. Oh my god.
Little help!
Okay, they won't.
Far beyond the darkest skies, I call upon thee!
That'll bring you down.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Feel! I'm only getting
Heal my weary companion.
Hey! Just shoot it! Stop it! Where that came from! Take
No further!
Far beyond the darkest skies!
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Take this! I only want that.
The flame inside me yearns to be lit free.
Everlasting darkness. Look sharp. Negative gate.
Shooting star! Too much to handle!
All in order.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Celestial Hammer!
On guard.
One last one!
Carve through armor.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Come here, big bug man, let's go! Force Mantis.
I won't forgive you!
Darkness, huh?
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
I call it
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Oh, Kisaru, you canceled my book reading!
In a bind.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. This one's mine!
Shooting star! I can do it all day!
Tiger Blade!
Armor won't save you.
Going in!
Can you take it?
I'm all stocked up!
Run you into dust.
Steel! More for the stockpile!
Air pressure.
Here, let me help. Hurricane strike! In here!
On your knees.
Far enough! Far beyond the darkest skies! Where are you going?
Look sharp. Stalagmite. Do it. On
I
your
can do this all day!
Look sharp. Air pressure.
This one's mine!
Prepare to be
Celestial
seen.
Hammer!
This one's mine!
Look sharp. Seismic wave. In a bind. I can carve through armor. Resonate with the earth. Arms being interrupted. Shine. Radiant light.
I'll take you all on!
Oh, Kisaru, you keep interrupting my charge!
Flare the Malisa!
I'll heal you all!
Time to shine!
Healing circle!
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank God that healing circle is
Sleep
there.
now! I'll be saving you!
Ignite!
Far beyond the darkest skies! Searing flame! Back into the fray! Shooting star! I can do this all day! Celestial Hammer!
Allow me to help you.
Mega ray!
Damn it.
Going in!
Anything in armor is all mine. They smite with blackened blade.
Lunar corruption! Celestial Hammer! Lunar blast!
That'll bring you down!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
Appreciate the help.
In a bind.
Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! Searing flame! Reload! In here! More for the stockpile!
This one's mine!
Time to shine!
Anything in armor is all mine. Blood. Rending
Now
the
move!
earth. Bloody hell.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Look sharp!
Celestial Hammer! Xion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
We won.
There's gonna be multiples of that giant bug, isn't there?
Hi, Hoodle.
She does! It's like, it's good, it's cool, it's really cool. Problem is, it's like, I literally keep running out.
Can't get out of this! This one's all mine! Going in. Everlasting storm!
Do it!
Negative gate!
Demons descend!
Flashing fang! Resonate with the earth!
I never miss!
Anything in armor is all mine! Bring you apart!
On guard! Ready! On guard! Far beyond the darkest skies, I call upon thee! Lunar corruption!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And pummel it to me!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer! Here's a celestial burst!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that! Here goes!
take it?
Go get it! Here's
I'm
the
ready.
Lost! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Here, let me help! Far
Resonate
beyond the
with the
darkest sky! I call upon thee!
No further!
There! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Shooting star! This one! Gotcha!
Seismic rupture!
Big! One more!
We're not finished!
I'm ready!
Light.
I never miss! Here goes! Far beyond the darkest
Smash you! My shield!
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast! Take that!
Dig in! Going in! Flame and tiger! Let's free!
Do it! Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle! With this, I can become even stronger!
Shortcake recipe. We're getting all the recipes these stream, guys.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
You
picked the wrong fight!
Here! Maximum burst! Will this help?
A scream bathed in blood.
Ready
So much for talking it out! In a bind? Armor won't save you!
Make it ready!
Light burst forth!
Radiant denizen! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Everlasting
Celestial hammer! Here's evil! Freeze laser! One more! Blows light! Radiant spear!
This one's low! Negative
Here goes!
I'm ready!
Kitara! Frozen!
Hammer!
There! Help this! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call
Now
upon
you've
thee!
got it! Ticked me off!
Annihilation! I'm ready!
Heal my weary
That'll
companion!
bring you down! Shooting star!
Look sharp!
Magna Ray! Celestial hammer!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle! I'm ready for the next battle!
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on...
Little help! Far beyond the darkest
Bloody hell! I can carve through armor!
This is what I get for complaining about no battles, right? I get all these.
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Can't get out of this!
This one's mine! Now we can expect
Eagle Ray!
This one's celestial hammer! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Hitting pile
Freeze lancer! This one's far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Eagle Ray!
Searing flame! Hear me! Flame of fear! Burning strike!
Ready and ready! I'll grind you into
Freeze
dust!
lancer!
You! This one's blood! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Far beyond
Resonate with
call
the
upon
arc!
thee! Eat dirt! Look sharp! I never miss! Shooting star! Now for something
Shine!
special!
Radiant light!
Celestial hammer!
Don't suffer in silence!
Lightning! Downfall! Thanks, Chanh! By the power of time! Finish without a
No
trace!
further!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! This one's mine! Glacial spear! Here's the evil! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one! This one's mine!
Shattering eagle wing!
Attack! Burning
You picked the
strike!
wrong fight!
Now glacial spear! Here's the evil! Here's the celestial hammer!
I'll grind you into dust!
This one's mine! Glacial spear! Here's the evil! Hurricane strike! Look sharp! Healing circle!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get the
No
harvest.
further!
Chanh!
I'll take you all on.
Together!
Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! The close radiant
Oh, that was close.
Radiant pierce! I'm out of ammo! What? Where are you going?
Shattering the
Will this help?
pieces! Attack time!
Shooting star! Glacial hammer!
You!
Healing circle!
On your
Hurricane strike! Downfall! Take that!
Rending you
Flame of
apart.
fury! Switch
Bloody
fire!
howling.
Here! Celestial hammer!
Everlasting dust!
Make it rain!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Nice.
It was a close thing.
One orange shell is fine. Yes. Orange shells are starting to become doable. Alright, you guys, let's go.
Hi, Hoodle!
Look sharp! No
Celestial hammer!
Nice!
Mega ray! Spirit flame!
Can you take it?
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee!
Not
Oh man, it went over to this one.
blade!
Back into the front! Take that!
Execution!
Bullseye! This one's mine!
Negative gate!
Celestial hammer!
Stalagmite!
Healing circle! Let the marksman handles it!
Resonate with the
Appreciate the help! Hurricane strike!
In a bind?
Go get it! This one's mine! First aid!
The flame inside is yours
By the
to be
power
let
of
free!
Finish without a
Your
trace!
way! In an instant! Impact block!
Steer it not in dreams!
Burn in hell!
Hurricane strike! I'm out of ammo! Back into the fray! Celestial hammer! Omega ray! Hurricane strike! Go get it! Bullseye! Hurricane strike! By the power of flame! Far beyond the dark skies! I call upon thee! Look sharp! Explosion! Shooting star! Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Shine!
Freeze
Radiant
laser!
light!
Celestial hammer! Do it! Lock! Demons descend!
Flashing fang!
Ooh, alright. There were a bunch of fast things, but we did it.
to be stronger.
It's the red sage. Alright. You know, I have barely used any of these herbs. I should probably start using herbs, shouldn't I? Yeah, just made it just in time.
Little help!
Heal my weakness down! Have to be sealed!
By the power of far beyond the darkest skies! When you're around here, explosion!
Learn what? She already knows everything. She's the true gunslinger.
Shooting star! This one's mine!
I can carve through armor!
Here I go! You're
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Sweet dreams! Here goes! Healing, go get it! Far beyond the darkest skies!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Shooting star!
Can you take it? Take this!
One more! Go get him! One last one!
Shall break this night. I'm ready! Release me!
Here goes! One more!
Anything in order is all mine! Never know what I can do!
Here goes!
This one's all mine!
Make it rain!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Well, that's... Oh, it's only 5. That's easy. Let's go. 5. Easy.
Get lost!
Celestial
Ignite!
Far beyond the darkest skies! Let the mark Shooting star! Now for the next Celestial!
You'll find no mercy! Fire support! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Far enough!
Easy prepared, free from regret. In a bind?
Inferno!
Prepared, free from regret. Reflect.
Not on my watch! Far beyond the darkest skies!
Do it!
Lightning! Downfall!
Ignite!
Shooting star! I can do this all day! Mega ray! Here goes! Annihilation! Celestial Mega ray! Annihilation!
I'm ready!
Elvis!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Radiant heal!
Go smash the pieces!
Negative shade! We're not finished!
Infernal Flame! Hit! Take that!
Here, let me help!
Not on my watch!
You're mine!
Stalagmite! That'll bring you down! How about this?
Celestial
Flaming
Meteor!
Meteor!
Feel the fury!
Inferno Thunder! Glacial Spear!
Here's evil! Ha! Go get it! Freeze Laser!
Ready to go!
Inferno Prophet! Here's enough first aid!
Take this!
Stalagmite!
Make it rain!
Here's
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Money. Alright. Saving just... Teleporting. Beam is up. Beam is all up now, please.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen,
Time to use my sovereign powers. There we go.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
what?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway.
Alphen be salty, he be angry.
So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
Aww.
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
That's what he said. That means the
Here's
exact
what
same
we'll
thing.
do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, It might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Let's go!
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Save again. There's no heal point yet. And there's nothing, it seems, over here. Oh, there is the heal point. There it is. There is a heal point. Okay. So we know what that means, right, guys? Huh, big open area. Heal point. Wonder what's this way. Everyone's all in black. Rinwell's still in her white clothes, though. I like the contrast. Oh, this girl.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Hey, that's that thing! The thing that did the thing that took our thing away! Hey! Okay. Okay.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
I'm assuming its element's gonna be dark. Tormented Limbs.
What?
That's a name. Yes,
Never
it's
known
dark.
Faria to control Zeugles like that before.
How that was a stone that looked suspiciously like a master sword.
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handled the Zeugles, then we kept some animals.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Far beyond the darkest
You are
healing circle.
bloody howling!
Inferno crossing.
Sorry.
I can do this all day. Tiger blade. Death throw. Celestial hammer. Searing flame. Reload. I'm out of ammo. Here's another.
Shine, radiant
By the power of far
Shine,
beyond the darkest
radiant
sky.
light.
I call upon thee. I never miss.
Allow me to help you.
Sleep now. It's over.
This one's all mine!
You missed it last time? That's Big Rip to say. That's Big Rip, Gregory. That's a Big Rip.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
You picked the wrong fight!
This one's mine. Mega ray.
No further!
Shooting star. I can do this all day.
Everlasting darkness. Negative
Celestial hammer.
on your
Explosion.
air pressure.
This one's mine. Forward up. Gemini Aqua. Far beyond the darkest sky. I call upon thee. Far beyond the darkest sky. I call upon thee.
Heal my weary companion.
On the ground. Shooting flame. Far beyond the darkest sky. Radiant celestial hammer.
Blood. Rending you apart.
Primed and red.
Bloody howling.
This one's
get out of this!
Far beyond the darkest sky, I call upon thee!
Captivity!
Pull myself together. In here!
Ooh, he teleported next to me. He'll.
Far beyond the darkest sky! Thanks! Just wait! Shoot it! I can do this all day!
Soaring blast!
Celestial hammer!
mine! Eagle ray!
Healing circle! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Hear me!
This one's
It's
mine!
Take flight far beyond the darkest sky! I praise thee!
No further! This one's mine! On your
Sleep now!
This one's all mine.
air pressure! Rending you up!
Oh, damage!
Bloody howl! It's go time! Negative
This one's mine! I'll heal you all! Inferno crossing!
This one's mine.
Far beyond the darkest sky! Close one!
Ooh, close.
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Shoot it! I can do this all day! Here's a healing art! First aid! Here's another! Into the shadow! Hurricane strike! Celestial hammer! Focus your attack! Tiger blade! Inferno crossing!
Take this!
Here's a healing art! First aid! Far beyond the darkest sky, I call upon thee! Reload!
Get carried
I'll
away!
heal you all! In here! Healing
Bloody
circle!
howling! Crescent flash!
And I hold myself together!
Ready and
By
raring!
the power of flame!
You picked the wrong fight.
I'll smash you!
Hurricane strike! Shoot it! I can do this all day! Hurricane strike! Where are you going?
Everlasting shock!
Flaming meteor!
Feel my weary companion!
Celestial hammer!
I'm too high. Oh, I was not high enough.
Elusive deity!
Healing circle to pieces!
Take this!
Appreciate the enemy's reeling.
Complacency is your rule of
Far
carelessness.
beyond the
Point
darkest
taken.
sky.
Stay sharp, everyone.
Beat this!
One's mine.
Reload! Seal! Radiant pierce! I'm
Oh.
out of ammo! Sorry. Stay!
Hookshot!
Hurricane strike!
On guard!
Close clear! Here's evil!
It's on.
Freeze laser! Sorry. I'll bring you back from far beyond the darkest skies. I call upon you. Take care.
Oh.
Healing circle. I'll bring you back from
Not like this.
I've still got some
Nice.
left in me. Here's flame of fury. Burning strike. Laser spear. Here's evil. Where are you going? Here's a healing art. First aid. Hurricane strike.
Begin!
Lunar corruption.
Going in.
Far beyond the darkest sky. I call upon
Their
thee.
arcs were interrupted!
Here's a
Flame
healing art.
inside me! Yours to be let free! On your
Pull myself together. Hurricane array. Annihilation.
Get out of this!
Shooting star. Searing flame. Reload.
Going in.
Here, let's
The
go.
enemy's open!
Nice. Core break at the nick of time.
Domain.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Nice. First try, baby. Let's go.
Now it's just her! Varia, can you hear me? Varia!
She's preparing another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Dohalim,
Forgive me.
Just one real quick thing. I never understand how hard someone has to punch someone in the gut to knock that person out completely. That has to be like a very hard punch, right? Right? You see it all the time in like TV shows, animes, and things like that. But I like just thinking about it, it's like, how hard do you have a punch? I think the gut thing makes more sense than like a chop in the back of the neck, but like it's really hard, right?
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing
How did
here?
you get in here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out.
Okay,
I
thank
overheard
you.
what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
Hey, he's a pretty okay guy.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always.
Damn.
And then you go on living.
These are some harsh words, but he needs to hear
Not
it.
for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all
That's
did much
nice.
for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Let's save real quick. Faria the Pawn.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
But yeah, it's a tough thing to hear, Dohalim, but he really did need to hear it.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Man, those are some wicked shouting guns. When am I getting these outfits? I want these outfits.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Oh no! Oh. Is time frozen? Do you not realize this, Alphen? That's a face. Oh. Oh.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The void.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, We just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
This is starting to feel like some
Shion's
Final
right.
Fantasy VII
All we
live
can do
stream
is
stuff.
keep going.
Like, I'm gonna be for real right
These
now.
really are Naori's memories we're watching. There could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
Like, not trying to say anything.
I'm sorry
but
about
it
what I
does
said
feel it.
earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Okay. You know what I forgot in this whole thing? I forgot to equip these new dresses. Royal. I forgot to equip some new equipment. Seeing visions.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
I mean,
Wait.
it wouldn't be too far
He
off.
might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place?
This is oh my god.
And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Things get weird? Have things not gotten weird? I feel like things got weird before. I'm not moving. It's moving on its own.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Turn back for the time being.
I just need a little time first. I want to make sure I go into whatever comes next completely prepared.
Yeah. There's no trick travel here. There's no quick travel here. Oh no! I'm gonna have to heal on my own. Okay. Okay, chat. I'm gonna say this real quick right now. It's about to get more weird. But like, is there another heal point that's gonna come up very soon? Because if it's not, I don't want to make it all the way back there because I literally will have to fight all those things again. But I also don't want to use so many items. Is there going to be like a heal point up soon? Because I don't want to use my items and just turn out, hey, a heal point's like right next to this thing I'm about to do.
Soon, we might have to be ready to
You don't
face
remember?
I just need a little time first.
I'm gonna say first, go in like this, but if I get straight into a boss fight, oh my god. If there's a boss fight right there, I'm gonna be like, oh my god.
Soon, we might have to be ready to... I'm determined to save Xion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that. Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
We'll just walk through it. We're about to get a lot of plot, aren't we?
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
The Forbidden Zone.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns in Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
An operating table. Many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from their operations on this. Ooh, well that's morbid.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Danan. Codename Sovereign.
Ooh, what?
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden.
Pretty similar, yeah.
Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
What?
Volron?
Excuse me?
But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
Oh.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena.
Lies
The
everywhere.
crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
Just collecting astro
But
energy,
even
right?
supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
homework.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years.
That's a pose. Look at
So
that.
why
That's a
has
cool
the experiment
pose.
only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
Ah.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
That's cool. Have a nice support system. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. So, in those 300 years, Volron also became a sovereign, but he only became one recently, I would say, right? Since he obviously, I'm guessing, is not from 300 years ago. But yeah, that's interesting. Is that like a topic to explore? Master cores. Master cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belong to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these master cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renin, lords at the time of the crown contest. Only the dark master cores manifest inside the forbidden zone until the Renin's Alma is ready to be reformed. Its existence is kept top secret. Underneath the master core's spherical outer layer is Force 5 crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the crown contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on the individual's strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how Renis Alma materialized. Be advised that the active master cores may resonate with other master cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to stressful regeneration of the Renis Alma, master cores will cease to be deployed, and the crown contest will be permanently halted. Huh. Doesn't seem like it halted for 300 years. Select the topic to explore. What are spirit cores? Spirit cores are end terminals used for a collection of astral energy. When embedded into a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which then is emitted from the host body itself. Because the emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Dennis must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the crown contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. Addendum. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confrontation of ideal workload to impose on a host body without inducing death for maximum astral energy yield is still pending. Well, that's messed up. Okay. The Lords. Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renin populace are chosen to act as Lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer, and his corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their designated element, which I'm guessing is the crest like that shows up on their forehead and everything. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. However, variables such as age has no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out the Master Core's powers. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Administered test. The following is a report on the second successful case of the Sovereign test subject. Okay, so this is about Balron. Test subject 10-10-5, given name Balren. Although the subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. Yeah, that makes sense, but we're calling him an it because, like, if he... we're calling Balren an it. It's making me think because, like, the only people we've seen, like, with that kind of, attitude towards them was, like, just to talk to Danans. But this... And then they said a sovereign has to be from a Danan? Obviously don't say anything. It's just me thinking out loud. Is Balron Danan? I don't think I saw his eyes glow, did I? I can't remember. But like, this is just me thinking out loud. Huh. Well, it keeps reading. As such, the risk it poses surpasses even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Huh. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis central control device for spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Daning subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, poses high risk of security of Lenegis if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism while utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternative methods to perform the ceremony has been found. Trials on Danan subjects are authorized to continue. Yeah, that's because it's saying the Sovereign can only be Danan, so... Or at least they've only experimented on Danans to create a Sovereign. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. The Maiden acts as the Sovereign's support mechanism for the channel ceremony, spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Renan's subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with supplemental dark astral and lacks in tandem with the Renan's Alma. That makes sense. So, a Maiden has to be a Renan because they're the only ones with dark astral energy. Because if the Sovereign is Danan, they can't use dark astral energy at all. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to be positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, Trial activations of the Sovereign without the Maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the Maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the Maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. Addendum 2. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its Maiden registration revoked and return to its original household. The current Maiden, so Xion, she was here before but they took away her Maiden status and just returned her back to her home because they couldn't get a Sovereign, I think, in time to like work with it. Huh. There's a lot of information they're giving me. Lenegis. And the detachable harvester. I'm guessing that's the wedge that fell down. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmit it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the central core of Lenegis. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel resident zones around a large conduit along with defensive layers surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning and stabilizing the mechanism. You think it was about Naori? It might be too, like, I have no idea. This is just me spitballing too, but yeah, it might be, it said current Maiden, so it makes me think Xion, but like, it might say current because the report was from so long ago that it says current, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, this place was definitely created as like some kind of gateway to send astral energy from Dana into Rena. Okay. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because this only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address that damage is needed. I see. So, the plan itself was that people were supposed to live here, but when the spirit channel ceremony commences, no one is supposed to be on Lenegis anymore. They should have all returned to Rena. But obviously that didn't happen, so yeah. Until that phase, Lenegis serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the crown contest on Dana. Warning, any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as the tip of Lenegis conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends 2 sets of conduit pathways. The vertical pathway connects to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed on each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction adjustment takes place in the Forbidden Zone's regulatory area, Lenegis' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for its function. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploring due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. So there was a wedge before as well, 300 years ago, back when Alvin was first the Sovereign, but it exploded. And it made, I'm guessing, a hole nearby in that same area to make it easier for collecting energy. Okay. Brainwashing report and a sedative mask? A device covering the wearer's whole... This is Alpin's mask! A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. Because Alphen was going through trauma because he killed all those people. Naori must have given him that because, like, here, it's to prevent your mental trauma. Oh my gosh. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Nenem, due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Brainwashing report. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Danon's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. This system is unique that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Danons alike to enslavement. Test subject 10-10-5 serves as the realm's current lord and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it was done by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at a population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear has proven to be key to this style of rule. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Ah, man, that's not... Even the soldiers, yeah, they're treated as disposable infantry. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment have been asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. Oh man, that's so messed up. Fuck. Room's equipment hasn't been used in a long time. Showing Lenegis structures, do you see pipes and transporting sticking out? Yeah. A notice. This area will soon shut down as the project proceeds to the final phase. Oh my god. Oh, what is happening? Equipment for storing human bodies, whether it held living or dead ones, they're all empty now. Oh my god, what is happening? Damn, that was a lot of info. Alphen made the mask look cool? Yes. The mask used for his mental trauma, yes. He did make it look cool, though. It was a cool mask. He had it halfway on too and everything. But yeah, oh my god. That's so much stuff that they're saying right. Oh my god. And yeah, I think this is the room from his memory and everything too. Yeah, this is definitely the room from his memories. And no, this area will be shut down. Yeah, we read that already. A grape gel, that's nice. But yeah, it's obvious that people have still been using these facilities as well. Not just like the brainwashed guards or anything. Just actual people too. You see lots of numbers, looks like logs of alignment between subjects and Lenegis proper. And this must be the room where Alphen woke up. A room that changed over 3 centuries. It's like time itself stopped here. It's like, hey, there might be something up ahead soon. Take this light bottles.
Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain.
It doesn't just do physical
Time to go,
pain.
Alphen.
It did his emotional pain too. Oh no! Oh no!
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%?
Oh no!
And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try.
10% though, those are good gotcha odds. I play a lot of
I hope
gotcha,
it's
so
enough.
those are good odds. I would bet on that. Those are good pull rates.
Please, live for me, Alphen.
Aw man though. She cared so
That
much.
vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Aw man. Beam me up. That's a big empty arena. Alphen does have it rough, man. The guy's been through a lot. Heavy tree. And there's nothing in here. Let's save again. Ew, I don't like that sound. It's just like the inside.
This place. We've
This is the
seen
sp-
this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course.
This is where the spirit channeling.
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
Something's happening though.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself.
Oh.
The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well.
Oh no.
Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat, too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
So she said pass down to her descendants too. Which I'm assuming the curse you say is Shion's thorns. How can you have descendants if you can't touch someone? Can someone explain that? How do you have descendants?
Wait, you can't just...
I'm not saying this is legitimately question. It's like, how do you have descendants if you can't literally touch anyone?
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
Yo, let's go! We're dripped out. Look how dripped out we are. Look at that. Ooh, look at that drip.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Maybe they could just be Maybe it's like maybe Naori had a sister that also had a descendant. Maybe something. But yeah, new outfits. Look at our drip.
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
Ooh, and our
These
sword?
outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it.
Aww.
Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
It looks really good, right, Gregory?
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. you included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Xion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No. The truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack. Embracing
Mom, no!
all the normal things that people do together.
It's not normal to
I always
smack
wished
people
I could
around.
experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
The latest maiden. Alright. Ooh, reduce arc time. Revitalize. Advanced healing that restores all yes, please! That's like an AoE, but like without a set place like the healing circle does. CP restoration when full, also yes. Ooh, that used up a lot. Did you get it? How did you not get anything? Oh, you already had a sovereign title. Oh, their sprites did change! Look at that! Oh, that's cool! Oh, I had to make Atonement Edge for this title. Okay. I should make that too. Sodel Arthelis. A sword given to the chosen sovereign. Menu art! Oh, that's sick! Oh, that looks so cool. Look at that menu art too. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cool. Yes, she's already got that equipped. Yeah. Ram Arthur. Too bad, we're probably not gonna use you pretty often in the fights. I'm sorry, Alphen. That's how it probably is gonna still be. Ooh, the black gun with the hair. Yeah, that looks feathered hair piece. Or I could give her ponytail still. An aqua tiara also looks nice. But I'm gonna do feather hair piece because I really like the blue feather style it has there. Oh my god, that looks so good! Oh. I don't want to put it- it's so big though, so like I don't want to put it on because it'll be in the way. But That looks so good. Yeah, Grim Arthas. Weapon Blade is now that new weapon we have. Where are you? There you are. Yes. Third act. Oh my god, third act. What else can I put on? Little angel wings for Alphen as well. You know what? It's not the worst style aesthetic. I just wish it was. Yeah, that's not the worst style. It does fit his outfit. Like, yeah, like that's not the worst accessory. That fits his outfit pretty well, actually, yeah. Black and white? Or should I... There was also... blue and white? No, I think the black and white looks better. Let's do that. Yeah. Star hair clip looks pretty good on him. Oh yeah, this is a good us. Man, everything's so cool now. Let's get this thing first. The skip.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Okay. And then it'll be something there. But that's gonna have to be for next time. Let's save again. Ooh, and there, all this Renin energy just out of here too. I wonder if I can get this background without anything for a thumbnail, because that would be really cool. I want to get this like energy flowing everywhere as a background, as an asset. That'd be cool. Yeah, I saved, right? Let's save again, just in case. Let us switch over. But yeah, wow. Ooh. We learned a lot of stuff this stream. Lots of plot went through. And we actually got some fighting in between there too. But it seems like I said, from that room, there's a lot of theory crafting that can happen. Like I said, it's like they say the Sovereign is a Denon conduit or something. So like it makes me assume it's like, is Volran also a Danon? Because they also said like, I've never even heard of Volran before he became the Water Lord, right? It's weird, right? But yeah. And that would kind of make sense too, why he would do that to his own soldiers. Did his lights glow? I can't remember, don't say anything, but like, who knows? Who knows what happens? Maybe they found a different way. Great but you say this is where the weird stuff starts happening? I don't know. But we're gonna check that out next time. Ooh, fun stream though, fun stream. But yeah, next stream's gonna be more Stanley Parable. I think there'll be maybe like 1 or 2 more streams, something like that, I'd like to assume. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what happens next in this. But like, no idea what's gonna happen. And I hope it's really good. Because like, oh my god, they did some messed up stuff up there. And like we learned about it, I can't believe all that stuff can be optional and you can just leave that room without reading it. It's like, none of this should be optional. But yeah, it's late now. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. It's pretty late now too, where I'm at as well. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna see you next time. And I hope you guys are here for everything in it. I don't know what to say, I'm just tired. Alright then. Night.